Welcome back, 602 Row Show. This is episode 9 picks for Bachelor in Paradise on the Rose League app. We are just about done. This season has been, let's say different. Second place in the 602 Row Show League, 5th place in the world. Pretty much out of time to make up any ground. So we're going to have that strategy in mind and take a home run swing or two here. But pricing. Bailey, Dale, Jess, Spencer up at 26. Jeremy and Kat right behind them, 25 and 23. Your bottom 6 here, Jonathan, Andrew, Alex, 17, 16, 16, with Leah, Kathy, and Keith rounding out the bottom. Keith at $9 again. Real cheap because he's not scoring any points. I think this is the backstabbing episode on the beach that we've seen trailers for. There's only one more episode. They haven't said a whole lot. It's going to be the Tuesday after Labor Day. Women getting roses in this one. I think we're going to get a rose ceremony and like halfway to the next one. I think that's how this episode is going to fall out, so that the last episode can be that final rose ceremony and then all of the finale stuff. Because of that, I want shares of Jeremy and Bailey, because I think it's going to be everything that leads to their elimination in the last rose ceremony, but not the actual elimination. So shares of Jeremy and Bailey probably be beneficial. They haven't posted trailers or anything anywhere. I think they're trying to kill The Bachelor. I might make a video about that. I think The Bachelor as we know it is buried and gone. But for this episode, this is like the camping one. So anybody who's going to be reacting to the creatures is going to be turning up some points. And I think most of you know who I'm talking about there. But let's get into it here. As I said, I wanted shares of Jeremy and Bailey, so I will be taking Bailey. We see her reacting to the camping stuff a little bit. Bailey, I'm not too worried about. She gets her points. As long as you don't think they get 2 rose ceremonies in, very comfortable rolling Bailey out there. You gotta have my girl Kat. Have to have my girl Kat. She is gonna lose her mind about the bugs. Yeah, just slot Kat in there. Alex, for me, moves on. If you slow the trailer down quite a bit, I think Alex is the other girl we see freaking out about the bugs. Also with kind of how her and Andrew are positioned for the end of the season, I think we're going to get more of their story. Give me Jess as well. We're going to get, it's a fake out narrative about them like not being able to move in with each other and her having feelings. I'm not worried about them at all, but more screen time for Jess is going to be big. We also are going to see her and Spencer get targeted at some point here. More screen time. Give me more Jess. I think having her on your roster is going to protect you against if she goes off. I think we'll see a run-of-the-mill episode for Jess. I mean, she's a top 4 scorer, so I'm not too worried about getting points. But I think if you don't have her, she does have potential for a really big episode, and you don't want to miss out on those if you're positioning yourself for a win in your league. Now, because I took those 4 girls for the 3rd week in a row, we are going to punt with Keith. I know we see a little bit in the trailer about him potentially self-eliminating here. It doesn't happen ahead of the next rose ceremony. He very well could self-eliminate before rose ceremony 9. It's possible. Keith is only really getting you like 6 points a week anyway. I think that Bailey, Kat, Alex, and Jess are worth the downside risk of Keith. There's no other way you can build your lineup. You could swap Jess for Jeremy, but even if you dump one of those high value ones, you're gonna be down like Leah, Kathy range. Leah gets eliminated. Kathy scores no points ever. Although I guess with the bugs and the camping, I could potentially see her losing her mind, but I'd rather have Keith, Jess than Kathy, Leia. I just don't see how that combo is going to score points with Leia going home. So Bailey, Kat, Alex, Jess, and Keith. That's my lineup this week. Lock those in early. I'm not exactly sure how the finale is going to run out, but there is only one more episode scheduled, and then in theory they're doing a reunion show that won't be part of Rose League scoring. So good luck. Let me know if you have any pivots in the comments. This week is kind of a tough one from a strategy standpoint, but would love to talk shop. Thanks for joining us, 602 Rose Show. We will see you probably the weekend, probably Labor Day weekend. We'll get an episode up. It depends on what they show us as far as previews. Have a great week, guys.